It's time for another Essential Cruise Tip with cruise expert and author Gary Bembridge. For more, visit essentialcruisetips.com. Hi and welcome to another edition of Essential Cruise Tips. Today I'm going to give 4 tips for first-time cruisers, and these are based on some that I provided to Cruise International magazine. They had asked me to give some input into a collection they were doing from different people of thoughts on first-time cruiser tips, and these are the 4 that I submitted. First of all, choose your cruise line very carefully. What I suggest first-time cruisers do is really think about and actually write down what's important on a vacation, and then use that checklist when deciding which cruise lines to travel with. Now, the reason for that is many of the key cruise itineraries are covered by multiple cruise lines, but they all offer very different onboard experience. So, if you like party atmosphere, you're not going to want to find yourself on a cruise line that's really focused on a very traditional and quiet intellectual enrichment program. If you want to avoid children, you don't want to be on a line that caters mostly for families. So it's about writing down what's important to you and then using that as your checklist when choosing the cruise line. The second tip I had for first-time cruisers is use a cruise agent. Booking a cruise is pretty complex. You need to make sure you've got the right line, you've got the most suitable cabin, you've understood what's included and excluded in your fare. There's lots and lots of permutations. So I always recommend that work with a cruise travel agent. They will also know the latest and the most appropriate promotions and offers for your needs. Third tip is carefully check the deck plans when selecting your cabin. Take a look at the layout of the ship. You can either use the brochure, you can use deck plans that you'll find online. Look what's going to be above and below the cabin you're thinking of to make sure that you've got a quiet and calm vacation. You want to avoid public rooms like Lido restaurants or nightclubs, and I also recommend trying to avoid where you've got a deck above you. So for example, if you've got the pool deck above you, because you're going to have scraping of chairs, people walking around, you might have parties up there. And also then try and look if there's areas like laundry rooms or what some people recommend, major crew entrances and exits. And my last tip is about budgeting. So when you're budgeting the cost, take from the point you leave home to the point you return, because when it comes to cruising, there can be many hidden costs on a cruise vacation. You need to really understand what the fare covers. You might have costs like excursions. They can cost £50, $75, up to £100, $150 per person per day. You've got gratuities. These are often added automatically. You've got Wi-Fi, drinks, specialty dining. There's so many things. So there, spend some time understanding what is and isn't included, and then think about what you're going to be spending. Don't also, forget to include things like you're getting to and from the ship. Good travel insurance that includes cruise cover, very, very important. So those are 4 tips that I suggested for first-time cruisers. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you've got any ideas or thoughts, please leave a comment. You can either email those to me or leave a comment in the show notes on the website. And the website, you just go to essentialcruisetips.com and you can find out how to contact me there.